Hi there, I'm Josh. Welcome to Air Conditioner Lab, where we review a variety of home appliances and HVAC products so you can find the right brand for your needs. In this video, I'll share my top picks for apartment air conditioners. The most important thing when shopping for an AC for your apartment is to know its square footage and match the unit's BTU rating accordingly. BTU stands for British Thermal Units, which measures how much cooling power an AC can deliver. Since we're talking about apartment ACs, I have leaned toward products with higher BTU ratings, but you may need more or less based on your own space. Unlike my countdown videos, this list isn't ranked. Instead, each of the 5 air conditioners I've selected stands out for a different reason. I'll cover 2 portable air conditioners and 3 window ACs. You can find product names and purchase links in the description below. Let's dive into my top 5 air conditioners for apartments. First up is the Midea Duo, which is one of my favorite portable ACs on the market right now. The Midea Duo is a dual-hose portable air conditioner, which means it uses one hose to pull in fresh air from outside and another to expel hot air. This setup is way more efficient than single-hose models, which recycle indoor air and can create negative pressure in your room. The Duo takes it a step further with a unique hose-within-a-hose design, boosting high energy efficiency and performance. This model also features an inverter compressor, which is still rare in portable ACs. Inverters gradually adjust cooling power rather than cycling on and off like traditional units. That means you get quieter, smoother operation and better energy savings over time. It also comes with a solid energy efficiency rating, or EER, of 10.7, which helps cut down on electricity bills while still delivering strong performance. The Midea Duo runs at just 42 decibels, which is impressively low for a portable model and comparable to even the quietest window ACs. If this portable AC seems like it has it all and then some, you're right. It's also a smart AC that is completely Wi-Fi compatible and can even be paired with your Alexa or Google devices. There is a trade-off though. Because of that nested hose setup, the exhaust hose is a bit stiff, so this AC really needs to stay pointed straight at the window. If you're planning to shift its direction around the room, you'll want to stay tuned for the winter model I'll cover next, which is a bit more flexible. The 14,000 BTU version is perfect for cooling spaces up to 550 square feet, making it great for open-plan apartments. If your space is a little smaller, there's also a 12,000 BTU version available. I'd actually recommend spending a little more to grab the version of this Midea Duo model with supplemental heat. It's the same great cooling experience, but with added value for colder months, making it an awesome year-round solution for renters lacking thermostat controls. One thing to keep in mind is that unlike a window AC, this one does take up some floor space. It measures about 16.7 inches deep, 19.5 inches wide, and is just under 32.5 inches tall. It also weighs just under 75 pounds, so it's not super light, but it does roll easily on its base. I actually used this model in my own Brooklyn apartment last summer, and within 15 minutes the space went from sauna to sanctuary. At around $570, it's definitely a premium option, but if you want quiet, powerful, and smart cooling, I think it's worth every penny. Next up is the Winter ARC14S, a strong option for anyone who needs a portable air conditioner that's a little more flexible, literally. Like the Midea Duo, this is a dual hose model, but what really sets it apart is the flexibility of those hoses. They're not nearly as rigid, which makes it a better fit if you need to shift your unit around the apartment. I recently set one up in a 1-bedroom apartment. My friend ran it in the living room window during the day and wheeled it over to the bedroom doorway at night. It's a simple setup that lets you get more cooling coverage without needing multiple units. The winter portable model only comes in a 14,000 BTU size, which is ideal for cooling areas up to 500 square feet. Like the Midea, there's also a version with supplemental heating. But here, I don't find the upgrade quite as compelling, as that model is nearly $100 more. One thing I'm really happy to see is that both this winter model and the Midea Duo have an auto evaporation feature. This is a lifesaver compared to portable models that fill with condensation and need emptying every few hours in humid areas. The winter portable AC has a non-inverter compressor, so it'll cycle fully on and off. This keeps the price down, but it does make it a bit louder, especially during startup. It's rated at about 56 decibels, so while it's not deafening, it's definitely noticeable if you're watching TV or trying to get sleep nearby. That said, while I typically expect non-inverter models to be less energy efficient, the EER of the Winter is a surprisingly strong 10.77, which actually matches the Midea Duo. And in terms of size, it takes up nearly the same footprint as the Midea Duo, so make sure to plan accordingly. At around $500, I recommend the Winter Portable AC as a solid budget option for apartments. While you give up things like smart features and super quiet performance, it makes up for it with great mobility and dependable cooling for mid-sized spaces. Alright, now I'll shift over to window air conditioner models. These have a more fixed installation, so you'll want to position them centrally in your apartment to get the most even cooling throughout your space. Kicking off the window ACs is the Medea U, one of the most unique and well-designed units I've come across. What makes it stand out is its U-shaped design, which lets the inverter compressor sit outside your window while the controls and airflow stay inside. That design doesn't just look sleek, it also helps isolate the noise from the compressor, which is why this unit runs at a super quiet 42 decibels even at full blast. I highly recommend the Medea U for first-floor apartments because it's the only window AC I know of with a built-in locking mechanism. That's a major win for both safety and peace of mind. You're protecting the AC unit itself and making it harder for anyone to tamper with your window or belongings. The Medea U comes in 8,000, 10,000, and 12,000 BTU options, covering spaces from about 350 to 550 square feet, depending on what size you go with. So whether you're cooling a small studio or a large one-bedroom, you can find a version that fits your space. And let's talk efficiency. This thing is a powerhouse. It has an EER of 15, which is outstanding, and it's Energy Star certified as well. That's a designation that only window ACs and mini splits can earn in this category. Portable units aren't eligible, so it really underscores the performance and savings this model delivers. It's also smart enabled, so you can control it via app, voice assistant, or remote, and the installation is relatively simple, though you'll want to plan on mounting it securely in a central window for the best airflow. At around $350 to $450, depending on the size you pick, the Medea U is a great investment in quiet, efficient cooling, and the added security features make it a standout for ground-level apartments. The LG Dual Inverter Series is probably the most versatile option on my list. This line comes in just about every window AC size imaginable, from 6,000 all the way up to 24,000 BTUs. That means it can cool anything from a tiny 250 square foot studio to a huge 1,440 square foot apartment. So no matter the size of your space, LG has a model that'll fit the bill. Just one heads up. The larger sizes of 18,000 BTUs and above require a 230 volt outlet, which most apartments don't have unless you're swapping out an old high-power appliance, and you'll definitely need to talk to your landlord about it. What makes this line really shine is LG's dual inverter technology. These inverter models use twin rotary compressors to adjust their cooling output precisely. The result is ultra-efficient cooling and quieter operation, even when the unit's working hard. The LG models have an EER of averaging 14.7, which is excellent, especially across such a wide size range. Noise-wise, these LG models are also impressively quiet, coming in at about 44 decibels in the smaller units, making them right on par with the Medea U. They're also smart-enabled, so you can control them from your phone or through voice assistants, and installation is straightforward if you've got a solid window frame and a little help to lift the larger sizes. Prices change from around $370 to $800 depending on the size you go with. But for the performance, efficiency, and quiet operation, the LG Dual Inverter line is a fantastic long-term cooling solution, especially if you want something tailored exactly to your apartment size. Last but not least is a series of Whirlpool window ACs, and I like these for one simple reason. They are no-fuss, reliable cooling units that get the job done without breaking the bank. These Whirlpools are especially great if you're looking to outfit each room with its own AC. The 5000 and 6000 BTU models are perfect for small rooms, and you can often find the 5000 BTU version for under $200. That makes them a smart pick for budget-conscious renters who want to cool individual rooms without overdoing it. At the other end of the spectrum, there's a solid 18,000 BTU version with supplemental heat, which gives you a lot of power for larger spaces or open layouts. But like the larger LG models, it also runs on 230 volts, so unless your apartment is already set up with that outlet, it might not be an option without some electrical upgrades. These Whirlpool units don't include smart features, and they're non-inverter models, which is part of why they're more affordable. That does mean they cycle on and off, and they're a bit louder at around 56 decibels, so you'll notice them more than the quieter inverter units. The energy efficiency rating sits at 10.7, which is respectable and still comparable to the Midea Duo and Winter portable models. As long as you size your space accordingly, the Whirlpool Series still delivers great value, especially if you're looking for dependable performance without all the bells and whistles. There you have it. When it comes to keeping your apartment cool, you have options with portable and window air conditioning units. And remember, the best AC is the one that fits your space, power setup, and lifestyle. So don't just go by the specs. Think about how you actually live in your apartment day to day. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And don't forget to check the description box below. You'll find links to all the products I covered today, plus our most up-to-date guide over on airconditionerlab.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.